That down. Let's move on to this, shall we? One of the biggest and best things, and we saw a lot of great things at Cinemacon this year, but one of the biggest, best things and most biggest surprise for me was this 8, 9, 10-minute preview they showed us of the new Lord and Miller film starring Ryan Gosling, good Canadian kid, Project Hail Mary. Something Rob had been telling me forever. This is going to be great because the book is awesome, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool, whatever. And they showed us this preview, and my jaw dropped.
Not this preview that everyone's
Not
seeing.
the one that they just put up, but they showed us this 8, 9, 10-minute preview, and my jaw dropped. I couldn't believe what I saw. And I remember I said to Rob, I get it now. I get what you're talking about. I see what you've been talking about. This thing looked so good. So it's been with great excitement that we found out a few days ago that they were going to drop the first trailer for Project Hail Mary today, because we've been so excited about you guys to get your first glimpse of it. My first thought is, I feel bad for everybody that there is so much we saw that you guys haven't gotten to see yet. Because if you think this trailer is good, and it is, oh, I wish you could have seen the full thing they showed us, man. Like, even more context and more lines and more shots. But Rob, this trailer dropped, and I remember I watched it first and I had that thought, oh man, there's so much they didn't show in this trailer that we did see. Then I said, okay, reset it, blank my mind out, pretend I'm watching this for the first time, watched it, and the trailer's remarkable. They leaned more into the alien than I thought they would.
Well, yeah, I'll wait till you.
But yeah, anyway, I love the trailer. Again, I do love what they showed us at Cinemacon more, because there was a lot more, like triple what they showed us here in this. But you had a chance to see the trailer. What are your thoughts on it?
Okay, it's a fine trailer. Here's what I disliked about it. And if you see the headline in Variety about this trailer dropping, it says Variety calls this movie a comedy. And this trailer...
Yeah, nobody else did. Nobody else called it that, but Variety,
Variety called it a
headline.
comedy.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about what we saw at Cinemacon.
By the way, Variety's not seen the film.
Right.
Yeah.
At Cinemacon, what this movie shows you, just like the book, is it's wildly entertaining, and the comedy is great, but it also is full of awe and wonder.
Yeah.
And
this dread.
And dread.
A lot of dread.
And dread. Apocalyptic dread. This movie makes it look like a kind of an entertaining, fun little romp with, at the end, an extraterrestrial that'll give you a thumbs up or a thumbs down. And I think they've done a tremendous disservice to... No, it's a great trailer. It's fun to watch. But they did not bring the awe and wonder, and they did not bring the apocalyptic dread in this film, because they made it look like, yeah, you kind of know he's going to go into space and fix it all up. No, I mean, they have the woman who starred in Anatomy of a Fall, you know, playing opposite him. And they even made it look like the scientists, they have the chorus when they answer.
Right.
When the chorus of scientists go, no, you know, and it makes it look like it's kind of a fun little romp, where the thing about Project Hail Mary is, one, it is wildly entertaining. It is incredibly fun. The book is incredibly fun, but it also has true peril. And the stakes are as big as they can get.
As big as they come.
And they made the Ryan Gosling character look too, I mean, funny. The fact is, the poor guy is completely out of his depth, and he thinks he's going to die. You know, and yes, the extraterrestrial component in it, when you saw it at Cinemacon, that was the awe and the wonder. Something's coming. They made everything in this look too lightweight. It didn't, I know it's just a trailer, but it didn't balance. It didn't give you the balance. What they showed us at Cinemacon left everybody stunned.
I cannot emphasize this enough. What they showed us at Cinemacon, the full presentation, which again was like triple of what we got here, was so awe-inspiring, jaw-droppingly fantastic, and again, really communicated the seriousness of the situation, broken up with levity and laughs in it, and they build the tension, and it's just, you just feel the weight of everything. And that's why when I first watched the trailer, I'm like, people aren't going to get what we got.
No,
at Cinemacon,
that's exactly what
they
my
tried
worry.
to boil it down just to 3 minutes, and It's not. I still like the trailer, but it does not click nearly as well as that presentation they gave us at Cinemacon.
And also, when he goes, "I met an alien today," what you're doing, and then the way they showed Rocky, we know they trivialized it, and they made it. What is he, a dog?
See, in the Cinemacon presentation, when he does that thing of "I met an alien today," it hit different.
It hit way
because we had way more context to it,
and when you see the ship and it was giant, and it was look and having look, I can only say that reading this book, as I've told you before, I read this book in one sitting, and it was wildly entertaining. It has a lot of humor in it, yes. But the humor is offset with the fact that the peril is completely ramped up. By the way, this trailer only deals with like the first 6 chapters of the book.
Right.
They should only work within that, because to show more is to ruin what happens. And it's an amazing story. But I just hate the fact that they turn, if humanity is meeting an extraterrestrial civilization for the first time, don't trivialize it with a thumbs up or thumbs down. That to me is terrible studio thinking. This should be a moment of awe and wonder, not a moment to tell jokes.
Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of this video, Stitch Fix. Let's be honest, shopping is not my thing. I've wasted way too much of my time either in stores or scrolling for clothes, only to end up with stuff that doesn't fit or just, doesn't work. See, that's why I use Stitch Fix. You take a quick style quiz, your size, your vibe, your budget, and boom, you're paired with a real human stylist who curates pieces just for you. They send you a fix box with clothes actually fit for your life. Stuff you'll wear to work, on weekends, or wherever. It saves me time, helps me look great, and I never have to step foot in a store. You try everything on at home, keep what works, and send back the rest. Free shipping and returns, no subscription required. Oh, and your first fix? The try-on is totally free. So if you're tired of the endless shopping grind, this is your sign to try Stitch Fix. Seriously, it's style without the stress. Head to stitchfix.com/Campea to get $20 off your first order, and they'll waive your styling fee. That's stitchfix.com/Campea. And you know what? In the presentation at Cinemacon, they didn't show us the alien.
No.
We know he met an alien. Hence I met an alien today.
You just saw what might be something.
Yeah, there's something in the background a little bit. They should not have put that in the trailer.
No. And you know what? This is where studios and marketing departments, when they rely on the past, they're like, no, we don't know if the audience is going to know what we're doing. The audience is way smarter than you know. And whoever put that presentation together for Amazon at Cinemacon, they knew what was up.
They nailed it.
I guarantee
they nailed it.
I bet it was a different company.
Yeah, probably a different company.
Or that company was given notes. We have to make it funny.
Now, to be fair, at Cinemacon, they had like 10 minutes to show us what they wanted to show us, right?
Yes, they did.
It's easier. It is an easier job to say, give us an 8, 9, 10-minute presentation, and then say, now take 2/3 of that out and still make it impressive for us to. It's going to be difficult to make it feel nearly as impressive as they did, but that's the thing. I watched this trailer again. I like the trailer. I do. But all I can think about is it so pales compared to what they showed us.
Yes.
Because guys, what they showed us is next level. Like,
right.
You and I were both bubbling about it.
And I knew it was coming.
Yeah.
I had read this book and knew it was coming. And to me, it was this trailer. I really hope that the studio, whether that World of Real story was true and they showed a 3-hour cut and everyone loved it, I could see the studio making the mistake, because it's Lord Miller, of leaning into the comedy. And one of the things that impressed me so much about that Cinemacon footage is that Lord and Miller understood both.
Yeah, they knew the job.
They knew the job. They knew the assignment. And look, there's some epic shots. They show you the aircraft carrier in this. They show you the oil tanker going through so you know that there's a global scope to this movie. There is scope to it. It has a globe-trotting nature to it. And I just thought that and I get it, man. I get it. They probably leaned into the comedy because they're scared, because they don't know, because nobody at the studio, nobody will go with their gut. They'll always we have to second guess ourselves. We have to make the audience think it's funny. So they're going to. No, they knew the assignment at Cinemacon, and this trailer, because this is my pick for Best Picture. I'm going all in on this, but I don't want the studio to screw it up. And I can see they will. However, I bet on Sue Kroll, who is she was at marketing and she's a genius. And I think that Sue Kroll will bring us through. Come on, Sue.
Well, see, I think you're misrepresenting yourself. I don't think that you believe that the studio is going to screw up the movie. I think you're afraid they're going to screw up the marketing of this movie.
Both.
Because we saw a chunk of this movie and we loved what we saw.
Yes, it's true. But when you read cards, I really liked how funny it is. And you can't second guess them. You know what this movie is? It has nothing to do with the tone of this movie. But this film, it makes people feel what Shawshank Redemption feels. I know Shawshank Redemption is a prison movie and it should be, but you watch the movie. It's a long journey. It's not a short film.
Right.
It takes you on an epic journey, and by the end, your heartstrings are touched. And when you get to the end, it's what now, and you see Andy Dufresne and you see Red reunited, there's not a dry eye in the house. I guarantee you, this movie can work on audiences the way that movie does too. And they have nothing to do with each other.
Right.
But in terms of populist fiction, you had Stephen King writing, and you had Andy Weir coming off The Martian. This has Martian vibes, but it also has an E.T. sense of wonder in it.
All right, guys. Question is for you. What do you think about this? Did you see the trailer for Project Hail Mary? If so, what did you think? I still think it was a good trailer, but it just doesn't live up to what we saw. And granted, they had a lot more time to show us a lot more stuff at Cinemacon. I was really kind of hoping they could capture that amazing experience in a 2 to 3 minute trailer. I don't know. Whatever you guys think about it, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.